welcome to Destroy All Movies, the last episode of Destroy All Movies.
It is? It's the last episode?
Going on hiatus.
No. What's up, people? I'm Richie.
I'm Jim.
Carl.
Jason. And Ray.
So I was just joking about that, but we will have
We will have a big show announcement
coming soon.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
So how is everyone? What's on the show today? I'll tell you what's on the show today. The fantastic action thriller 65 with Adam Driver.
Right.
We'll do a little what we're watching if we're watching anything. And
If you people can just see Jay's face right now.
Yeah. A lot of people are probably asking themselves, what is 65?
Yeah.
We're about to tell you.
And to tie in with the movie, we, instead of Three of a Kind, we will pick our favorite dinosaur in any movie or TV show we've ever seen.
What?
It could be from any movie or TV show, but what was your favorite dinosaur? Now, I'm told that the kids like dinosaurs. The kids are big fans of dinosaurs. So
I'm having dino nuggets as we speak.
Does that count? Wow,
Yeah.
you just sprung that on us.
Right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
You'll have to think about it.
Okay. So what are we watching, boys?
I just I have to say I watched the entire season of Strange New Worlds. Excellent cliffhanger. They closed on a cliffhanger.
Oh, nice. I still haven't
Yeah.
gotten there. I'm going to watch it. I love that show.
But I watched
saying
the
that across the
music. I
boards.
wanted to talk about the musical episode.
My sister raves about it.
Now, I watched it and I was saying, man, how are they going to pull this off? But they pulled it off, and the songs are catchy, very different Broadway styles. You know, I like my musicals, Carl.
Oh, okay. I'm going to watch that episode, I think, next.
The
What's up
number
next for me?
2 downloaded, the number 2 listened to on Apple Music, number 2 album listened to on Apple Music the last couple of weeks was Subspace Rhapsody, the soundtrack from that episode.
Oh, no shit. That's hilarious. Oh.
I have it on my phone in my favorites.
I just see Jim just in the shower, just listening to a Star Trek musical.
Oh, it's
driving his car.
I was really surprised. I was really surprised that they did it that well and how it worked, how they worked the story. And I'm telling you, when the Klingons kick in, man, it's just you'll see it. But Klingons appear.
Maybe.
But I'm telling you, Carl, Strange New Worlds is a fantastic show. Fantastic.
My sister raves, but she's super nerdy.
Well, if you like Star Trek at all, you would love Strange New Worlds.
Okay.
And not surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, the guy that plays Spock has a good singing voice. He takes after Leonard Nimoy, who also sang on an episode of the original series.
He also did like a Bilbo Baggins.
Oh yeah, that song Bilbo Baggins, the greatest hobbit of them all.
Goodness,
That's
man,
crazy.
that's such a 60s music video, too. They had like girls like shaking their heads in the background.
Yeah, exactly. I was going, holy man, when I saw that on YouTube, I said,
The bravest little hobbit of them all.
oh,
Shit,
so
wild.
So that's what I'm watching.
That's awesome.
Carl, what do you watch?
Yeah, not a whole lot, really.
Fucking nothing to watch. Fucking watching the morning show, for Christ's sake.
Oh, boy. You've hit rock bottom.
I know. I had to fucking
That is
jolt
rock-
myself back in by watching Seinfeld.
We're here to do an intervention with you.
Ray, what do you watch?
I watched two things recently. I watched all of Silo on Apple TV.
You watched the whole thing?
Oh,
I did.
How many
yeah, I
episodes?
finished that too.
10 episodes.
10.
It
Okay.
was 10.
I finished that too. I'm with you.
I was actually, I was kind of into it. You know, I thought it was like, oh, that was kind of fun. It reminded me of the game Fallout, being in a silo. I mean, there's a lot of things that I thought were kind of predictable, but you know, I'm interested in to see how it continues. It was a good cliffhanger. Season 2 seems like it would be
Mm-hmm.
interesting. So I'm into that. And then last night on a whim, actually, I watched the I think it's on Paramount or HBO. It is the Reinventing Elvis, the 68 comeback. I thought it was pretty it was an interesting documentary about that 68 Christmas special, like when he's wearing all the leather and he's doing like the unplugged, very impromptu, very loose, like jam session with his guys. And it like brought Elvis back from being super depressed and kind of like the old news, like the Beatles were happening at the time and they were the hot new thing. And Elvis is doing all these shitty 60s movies and 50s movies that are like always the same fucking movie over and over and over and over. And he got this, like, he got reinvigorated. Oh, you're a fan? Oh, you're going to make it? Oh, dude, you know how painful? That would be painful to watch.
No,
An old Elvis movie. I hear they're terrible. It's always the same thing. He's like a pilot, or he's a combat guy, or he's like a dancer. But then he can sing.
Never seen
an Elvis movie.
Oh yeah, but good.
I've never seen it.
Good. Me neither, man. I tried watching one high once. I was like, nah, this is not it. I can't.
How many movies
the
does
song
he have?
"Viva Las Vegas," never saw.
How many? A lot of movies.
How many movies does he have?
Probably like 10. I don't know. I have to Google it. But anyway, I watched the documentary about the. I almost wanted to say docu-series. That's why I keep messing myself up. But I thought it was interesting because they talk about how they had to convince him to do it and how it reinvigorated his career and, you know, gave him like the loose feeling again and got back as being like the king, you know, and why he's the king.
I'll have to check that out.
I liked it. He has.
Okay. Where can we find this?
It's on Paramount.
Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Paramount Plus.
Man, fuck Elvis Presley.
What? You said fuck the king?
Yeah.
It's
leg shaking bullshit.
Leg shaking bullshit.
Dude, he has 31 to 33 movies that he's appeared in.
33 movies?
Yeah.
You have to watch every one of them now.
Oh my God.
He's appeared. It says appeared. I don't know if
There's
he
a
was like,
podcast idea.
you know, a short one, but dude, he has a lot. He's been in a lot of freaking movies. I'm like kind of going through them all right now. They're all like terrible looking 60s movies.
I wasn't, that shocked me. I didn't know he was in that. That's
crazy.
Movies.
Richie, you said you're not watching anything, or are you?
No.
Jay, what about Jay? What do you got?
I'm on the last episode of season 2 of The Bear. Fantastic.
Oh yeah, I finished it. The Bear was great.
Good shit.
I still have not started that show yet.
Oh my God,
it's so freaking good, man.
I might start that next.
Yeah, that's literally the only thing I've been watching.
If you've ever worked in a kitchen,
definitely,
it really hits home.
Let's talk about this movie.
Well, before we talk about this movie, let's talk about an email that we received.
What? The mailbag. You get the mailbag. You fucking Jimmy. You get the mailbag. You fucking asshole.
Hopefully,
this is from our old pal Logan.
Whoa, hey, I remember Logan.
Yeah. And Logan said, I think Carl may have a drinking problem. Rest in peace, Paul Rubens. Logan.
Good job, Carl. You found out.
I think Carl might have a drinking problem.
So there is some concern about your drinking problem, Carl. We've noticed it.
Logan.
That was good. Thank you, Logan.
I don't know. Carl must have sounded extra drunk on the last episode.
I was going to say, I've almost never seen Carl drink on the show.
I have to defend Carl. Last week, and I don't think I may have cut out when we were talking about, Carl was on heavy sedation due to a surgery.
Oh, that's right.
There it is. Carl's showing off his surgically repaired arm.
Yeah. It's like fucking Vader.
So Logan, you have to forgive Carl. He was on a lot of painkiller.
Not a lot, but yes.
Enough.
I was.
Yeah. So
that's funny. I remember that one time we got that other hate mail. That was
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy shit all over me and Ray.
it was hilarious. Send more hate mail.
Yes.
We'll read it on the show.
So thank you, Logan. We'll always enjoy hearing from you.
Thanks, Logan, I guess.
Movies.
Good to hear from you, though.
Now we'll go into our main feature film, 65, starring Adam Driver. And I'll mention the whole cast. Adam Driver, Ariana Greenblatt as Koa, Chloe Coleman as Naveen, and Mika King as Alia.
So was this another COVID movie? Like when it was shot?
It was written and directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods, who also co-wrote A Quiet Place.
Okay.
Did you see who was on the producer list?
I did.
Sam Raimi?
Yes.
Yeah, Raimi's on there.
Yikes.
So this movie, of course, takes place 65 million years ago. Dinosaurs are still roaming the earth. And Adam Driver is part of this alien race.
Spoiler.
It seems very human and even has the same healthcare system as the United States where he needs
It
money.
sucks. Yeah. Yeah, obviously healthcare has come has not
That is hilarious.
That is so true, man.
yeah.
So he takes this job of piloting a bunch of cryogenically frozen people that were going somewhere for 2 years.
How'd they end up?
I still don't get that part of it because they were cryogenically frozen. They're being taken, I guess, this colonist or something. And it's only a 2-year flight. So why did they need to be cryogenically frozen?
Yeah, they could have just read like a couple books.
Yeah.
Pussies.
Well, 20 books. 20 books.
I think I'll just sleep and cryogenically freeze myself for 2 years instead of hang out with you guys.
And
Be sociable.
so he's flying through space, and the reason why he takes the job, his daughter's sick, and he's trying to make some money to pay for her health care.
She has a cold.
Yeah. And he takes this job and he flies around, and this ship is very advanced. It's so advanced it flies right into an asteroid field.
No shields.
Not any asteroid field, though.
That's right.
I know.
Asteroid.
The asteroid. But the thing is,
Which
okay,
is well known.
the ship tries to wake him up.
Not back then, dude.
Could have done it a little earlier. Could have done it a little sooner.
Right. This was like the Titanic of space.
Yeah. All of a sudden, asteroid field.
Except they could probably see it thousands of miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he says,
Still hit it. Still managed
maybe
to
you
hit
should
it.
wake up, dude. Maybe you should wake up. Maybe set off some friggin' alarms. Klaxons.
I was the pilot of the ship and I was sleeping again. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Maybe something louder.
Long time.
Out of the 2-year journey, the one time I take a 30-minute nap.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
So it gets busted up in the asteroid field, and it has to crash land on this nearby planet. And unbeknownst to him, because it hasn't even been called Earth yet, it's Earth.
They named it pretty early in the beginning. They could have held that towards the end, had some kind of suspense instead of making us feel like more Planet of the Apes. No, it's Earth until the end of the movie.
So
Damn yous!
Damn yous all the hell.
And you're telegraphing that it's the asteroids coming at that point in time too, the whole movie.
So he
Maniacs.
He crash lands. He sends out a distress signal and then says, forget that, delete that. Don't come look for me. I'm going to blow my brains out.
Yeah, that went pretty quick. That went dark pretty quick. He contemplated suicide like right away. He's like, nah, not worth living on this.
Yeah, he crashed like an hour ago. He's already
like, doesn't even fucking try. He's like, I'm just going to end it. I'm just going to shoot myself. Forget about it. Like, no drive, driver. No drive, sir.
So Where did the kid come from again? Was he? What is
the kid was one of the cryogenically frozen.
Right. So he
people.
got up, changed his mind.
It's the only one that survived.
Yeah,
right. I would have had it. And of course, she speaks a different fucking language. She speaks Farsi. Right. Like what? Of course.
Like Adam Driver has no luck.
But she understood the contents of every damn thing.
Everything. And learned English. Pretty quick. Learned English phrases pretty quick and spoke without an accent the whole time. I love how they make these movies where aliens where they talk like they're cavemen. There's and there's like no fluidity. Even like languages you don't know feel like real language.
This had so fucking Land of the Lost vibe. Like fucking he's walking around with fucking Chaka. I would have fucking I'm not gonna lie, I would have been like, listen, kid, I know you wanted to save that thing, but it's gonna eat you, and I'm gonna watch it eat you because you're just fucking dragging me down.
Well, that's different. You would be trying to get off the planet. The only reason he's trying to get there is to save her.
Right. Yeah. And talk about sending mixed vibes his whole her way. Like he's like, I want to be friends, but no, I don't want to be friends. Back and forth, and you're trying to do like a Last of Us, older guy, younger girl, like they don't like each other, then they end up being like father-daughter at the end, like protector. So it's been so many times you've seen that.
I would have thrown her down the fucking first hill I could find.
He finds
just leave her in the box.
He finds her. They can't speak. He said he finds where the escape pod is.
Right.
And it's all the way on top of a mountain.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, as they're getting there, again, Mr. Lucky, you got dinosaurs trying to kill him. Kid don't speak English. The escape pod's on top of a mountain, and a planet-killing asteroid is going to hit in a couple of days.
Yep. Guess who's not toting that fucking kid who can't speak my language around? This guy.
Well, the thing is, I want that friggin' computer he had because that thing did everything, including looking into space.
Yeah.
It told him when it was going to hit. Asteroid was going to hit.
Yeah.
But the ship couldn't stop or move out of the way from an asteroid field.
Right.
But asteroids, they're so far apart you can easily not hit anything.
Yeah.
Like if I was there and I was carrying that computer around, I would fucking find like a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex and tell her, but like, that's where the ship is. Go there. I'll be here. You go get it.
Yeah. Bingo, bingo. That way.
Yeah. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah. Go up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, dummy. Go.
How about when she saved that little baby dinosaur?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I would have been like, all right, dude, just so you know, it's going to eat you.
She's putting themselves in such dangerous scenarios. I mean, I get it. She's a kid, but they always play kids as being idiots in movies. Like, it's not that dumb.
Yeah, they are.
So in the course of the movie, you find out that his daughter actually is dead.
Right.
She got sick while he was sicker while he was away, and then died. So that's why he's all depressed.
If I learned anything from alien movies, is the minute you go to a planet and anything cute, I am Sam Rockwell.
You're by yourself?
No, just
when he goes, oh yeah,
look how cute it is. They're cute now, but it's going to turn.
They're going to get mean somehow.
Galaxy Quest.
Exactly.
Galaxy Quest.
That's how if I was on that ship and I got if I got to another planet, I'd be like, I don't care how cute that's going to eat me. I'm out of here.
But I liked how they made that one dinosaur she saves have like puppy dog eyes. Like, doesn't have like lizard eyes. All the other fucking dinosaurs have lizard eyes.
Right.
Like the slits that are terrifying with soulless looking at you. But no, this one has like mammal, like I love you eyes.
Yeah. We have to save it.
And of course it gets mauled to death.
Exactly. Go ahead. I'll meet you at the ship. You know where it is.
I actually like that they had the actually more accurate raptors. They're tinier in real life, but the rest of the dinosaurs look so fucking weird. Did you guys not feel like the dinosaurs felt weird in this movie? They didn't look like dinosaurs.
Yeah, they made them. They
like
made
the one
them
that looked
look
like crocodiles.
Like the one in the cave was kind of alien.
That was weird. Yeah. Even the T-Rex looked different.
But at the same time, we don't know what was really there. So they had,
Right.
Well, I remember
creative.
I was reading this article about how they said we really don't know what dinosaurs look like. They said because if you just found a skeleton of an elephant and you've never seen an elephant before, you wouldn't think it looks like an elephant.
Right.
You know how big it would be. You know how massive it would be. That it had a trunk.
Right. The trunk thing would be hard.
You know that would the skeleton would never give you an indication of that. Right. So they said if an artist is making a rendering of a dinosaur, they said dinosaurs could look completely different than what we expected them to look like just based on their fossilized.
So you can
forms.
literally make it look like whatever you want in any movie, basically.
Yeah, they said, they could have been covered in feathers. They could have been,
right.
They said.
That's the theory.
Yeah,
feathers.
From birds.
Yep. And so he fights the big fight with several, and not one, but two T-Rexes at the end.
Always two. They're always so distracted with each other than just killing the guy.
And so they make it to the escape. They make it to the escape ship. He gets fucked up a lot, and of course the kid's super smart and develops a poison weapon to use against the T-Rex.
And she
ran up on him too.
And she found him after he was already submerged in the quicksand too. So that was freaking luck of the draw, right?
Or like when they both had opposite sides of the cave that they probably got out on, they were able to find each other.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you don't understand a word I'm saying? Take this bag full of grenades. Use these if you need them, just in case.
On, off.
Let me tell you, when they took off at the end.
Why did she dump all those grenades? She only needed one.
She used all of them.
What a waste.
Yeah.
I know.
That's why she had to get
a stick.
Yeah.
So
and good timing for that geyser too at the end. That happened to get the dinosaur right before he bites
him. How did they not get sprayed with that acid water?
Corrosive, yeah.
They were standing right next to it.
It melted the T-Rex at the end.
Yeah, I know. And they were standing right next to it. How did they not get sprayed?
Totally fine.
I mean, they're surrounded by dinosaurs. There's an asteroid hitting their way. What more peril do they have to be?
Right, exactly.
Add one more.
One shot.
Yeah, she can't understand me. She's acting like a little asshole, saving these things that are trying to kill us.
We have this escape pod that survived getting hit twice by a second meteor, falling off a cliff, getting attacked by a dinosaur, and we can still take
wasting
off.
grenades.
And going.
And we have, and to boot, we have fucking baby asteroids fucking pummeling us as well.
Yeah,
not just the big one, but all the little ones.
Ones that actually do damage. Yeah.
Whatever that escape pod was made out of, it's fantastic. Because it survived a crash on the mountain and then survived the half of the ship falling down the mountain.
After getting hit again by another.
It was in that case because because that case opened up and then the ship flew out.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying that's pretty
impressive.
And it fixed itself too because it was down.
Oh yeah, that's right. It fixed itself. It auto fixed.
Yeah.
His gun.
The computer kicked in and said repair sequence.
Most of it was made of silly putty.
You can rebuild it.
So he convinced the kid to go to the mountain by communicating with her and saying that her family was going to be there. Her family is not there. They fight for a little and then hug because they're all they got. They were all they got with each other. So they're father and daughter.
It's his new daughter. He replaced his daughter already.
They take off and they go to meet the rescue ship.
And let me tell you, I would tell her, I said, listen, click, click.
Click, click.
If we go to another planet and you fuck around like that, I'm leaving you there. Fuck that shit.
all I have to say is when he gets back home, he is so fired.
Yeah,
so fired.
Sure. And
how's that one pod going to get them home for another 2 years without being cryogenically frozen, stuck in that pod?
Yeah.
You're fucked.
And another thing too, that little gizmo they had that did everything. Why didn't it translate what that girl was saying? It literally did everything.
Everything.
Yeah. He did say his translator was broken.
It even told him what foods they could eat on a planet they'd never been to, but it couldn't translate her language to him. That was
that's
another
true.
thing
It could look into deep space.
Yeah. You know, you can the T-Rex you can eat. You got to kill it first, but you can eat it.
Yeah.
Still meat. It's like chicken.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to kill it
It's a little
first.
tough. It's a little tough. So.
Yeah.
Tastes like chicken.
Great movie.
So then in the closing titles, it shows Earth going through all of its changes over the 65 million years until did it show Denver?
Yeah, was that Denver?
Was that Denver
Salt Lake City
at the end? It's like they show a city in the distance next to some mountains.
Oh.
So
I didn't watch that far.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that was the end credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts off with the dinosaur. He's dead.
And then you
just
see
shows it
like the Ice
decomposing
Age,
over time. Yeah.
and then
Ice Age. Yeah.
and away you go. And Richie loved this movie because it was 93 minutes.
So short.
Yeah,
beautiful.
it was nice that it was short.
Yeah. Bad movies should be very short.
Yeah, if you're gonna suck.
Yeah.
Suck.
Just get it
Suck in a
done and
very
over
short
with.
period of time.
And I chalk
Like getting
this
a
up
needle.
to a COVID movie.
Well, this movie's budget was $45 million. It made $60.7 million.
It'd be
Right.
fun if it made 65 million.
That would have been funny.
What cost $45 million?
Probably CGI and
Yeah, all
Wire.
the special effects.
hiring Adam Driver, I guess.
And Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got his money out of it.
I have two theories about this movie. One, who did Adam Driver owe a favor to? Because after reading the script, I'm like, are you guys fucking kidding me with this shit? And two, how did a movie studio greenlight and say, you know what? This is a major motion picture. We're going to release this in theaters and we're going to make money. The plot alone and the way the movie was, it should have been a direct to DVD, in my opinion. Like I feel like it just wasted space in theaters.
This had
no pun
Netflix
intended.
movie written all over it.
I agree.
Didn't it
absolutely.
go straight to Netflix?
No.
Oh
No,
no, this
went
was
to the
released
theaters.
in a theater.
Yeah, this should straight to Netflix
Oh.
or Hulu or whatever. This
I
was
didn't
not worthy.
I forgot
of
about that.
release.
Well, when there's only that's why I was like, there's only like one or two people.
Yeah, this was a
In the
Sony
cast.
picture released this.
Hmm.
Sony. So
You know?
it's not, it wasn't
Yeah,
like
man.
a Netflix.
Only direct video. That's a good point. Yeah. I can't believe I feel bad for people that had to go pay money for this.
Yeah.
It was lazy writing. It's stuff you've seen before, same old tropes. Graphics were not that fantastic. How do you make a movie about going back in time with future tech and dinosaurs that boring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Yeah. It was ridiculous.
It could have been some cool stuff. I was actually watching and I'm thinking of other, crash landing, on a strange planet survival movies. And the only thing I could really think of that did it well enough was Pitch Black. That was fucking,
Yeah.
because it starts off, you're in a spaceship, you don't know much about backstory, it just crashes, you're just as alien to you as it is to the characters. And then you find out like interesting backstories, like, oh, you're with fucking convicts, not just convicts, but like one of the most dangerous convicts in the fucking world. And you don't know if you trust him or not, but he could see in the dark and get you through and you have to trust him. And that's cool storytelling. Like that's fun.
Yeah.
That's something you haven't seen before.
This
We've
movie-
seen the daddy-daughter trope. We've seen the language barrier trope. We've seen, dinosaurs. I mean, this is,
Except for the spaceship, this could have been a Jurassic World movie.
Yeah. I was just going to say,
right, totally.
this
That
was,
tech then was not even that futuristic.
this movie was
No.
as bad as Jurassic Park was.
Hmm?
Wait, you mean the original Jurassic Park? Or you mean the
Yeah.
Original Jurassic Park?
Yeah. The original Jurassic
The
Park.
original Jurassic
Fucking
Park
movie was dumb as shit.
No, that was a trendsetter.
What?
I disagree.
You heard me, Carl?
Changed
Wow.
generation.
No.
This is a hot take, Rich.
Other
If you're
than
talking
that,
about,
it's not
if you're
being
talking about
accurate.
Jurassic World movies, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
No,
Jurassic World movies are
Jurassic, the first one, Jurassic Park.
terrible.
Oh,
This guy.
fucking
God.
stupid.
That's a hot
This
take,
guy.
Rich.
That is like the hottest take I've ever heard in my life.
Dude, I think I just got
Seriously,
burned.
everyone loves that movie.
Everyone does.
Why? It's fucking dumb.
Why is it dumb?
Oh,
Okay, maybe we should do it. Maybe we should all watch Jurassic Park again and do an episode about that.
Holy
Thinking
shit.
Just your
Ugh.
fucking Richie's point of view.
I was fucking sitting there. I'm like, oh, is it ever going to end? This is stupid as shit.
Dude, that is such a ride of a
If
movie.
you make a movie list with like the top 25 most influential movies of our lifetime, that movie would be on that list.
Dude, it's so
I know.
it's like edge of this. It's when you're on your edge of your seat watching that movie. Like,
All I have to say,
it's terrifying.
All I have
And then when you see the dinosaurs for the first time, like that awe-inspiring, like, holy shit feeling. There's not many movies that capture that.
But you shrug your shoulders at Glenn Ross.
what I'm saying is that part,
those are two opposite.
that Jurassic Park would have
Always be
been
closing.
a big success if it wasn't for Newman.
Well,
if he didn't fuck everything up,
yeah.
man, that guy would have been money rolling in.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Say the magic word. Please.
He should have dipped the second he got those DNA samples.
Yeah.
Right away.
No,
Hey guys,
he had to
I don't feel
sabotage
good.
shit.
I gotta go back to I need to go back to the mainland. Bam.
Yeah, he didn't need to sabotage
He didn't even
everything.
try and murder everybody on purpose. Like, he was literally out to murder everybody. He knew what was going to happen.
Richie, that's your hottest take ever.
That's what that is the hottest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, that was at least had a third
Jurassic
villain,
Park.
like a real villain in the movie. Newman and Jurassic Park's a real villain.
Fucking
And this
dumb
one's like
shit.
Dinosaurs.
Oh my god.
Well, back to 65. Let's go to Crosshairs.
Wow.
I'll go first. One,
Wow.
One.
because Adam Driver was in it, and I like him. But again, I would have fucking thrown that little girl down the fucking first goddamn hill I found and fucking ran to that fucking ship. I would have been like, peace out. Because, like, other than the computer knowing, like, no survivor, sorry. What happened to the girl? I don't know. She was running behind me, then she wasn't. Fuck if I know. You know? I told her.
Psychopath.
I told her. She didn't listen to me. I don't know how to click. I don't know how many clicks to fucking let her know we're going up a hill.
Again, I have to say, Adam Driver was not trying to escape because he wanted to escape. He was going to blow his own brains out.
Yeah, I know, but he thought about it. I would have fucking
So you give it one.
because Adam Driver. Yeah,
All right, Carl.
Oh, I was going to go 1.5, but I'm subtracting a half because the title is terrible. It's just a number 6'5".
Yeah, I know. They should have called it like
Jurassic Park 2.
Kylo Rex.
Rex. What is it with Adam Driver? And I swear, ever since he's been in like Star Wars, every movie he's in, all he does is like, there's always a scene in every film where he like looks up in the air. He's like always like yelling and throwing a tantrum. And every movie he's in,
That's funny. Never noticed
So
that.
I'm gonna settle at 1 also.
one. His name should have been Matt in this.
All right. Jazzy J.
Yeah, I'm gonna also go with a 1. I'm fully convinced that Adam Driver owed somebody a favor at Sony because this movie, the plot, everything about it was terrible. I still can't believe it actually got the green light to get released in theaters. So
My name is Matt. I'm a radar technician.
What did they say about Kylo Ren?
I saw Kylo Ren in the shower. He's got like an 8-pack.
Yeah.
Dude is ripped.
We totally know that's
That was
him.
a funny episode.
oh, yeah.
We
That's
totally
an
know
awesome-
that's Kylo
Yeah.
Ren.
Undercover boss.
Yeah. I didn't get my muffin, Matt.
Oh shit.
All right, Ray.
I'm jumping on the same bandwagon. It's a 1. I like the only reason it's because it was short. Like, I kind of agree with Richie's like mindset. I saw how short it was of a movie. I'm like, okay, I just watched it before this podcast. I just watched it like a handful of hours ago because I'm like, I ran out of time and I was like, really did not want to watch this fucking movie because I've heard so many bad things about it. Even like stupid things I thought too. I was like picking it apart. Like, in fact, when they're in that cave, the cave looks so cheap and shitty. I don't know. It looked like a Star Trek episode. It felt like it was like an episode of Star Trek. And it's not worth full movie. So,
All right.
You know what else I didn't like?
What you didn't like?
65 million years ago, there's an alien race that looks and talks exactly like
That's
us.
my point. Like, who wrote this shit? It doesn't. It's stupid.
No.
And their language was terrible. It's just circles, squares, and triangles.
They have the same
dumbest language.
problems and the same.
And they apparently have the same healthcare because his daughter was like hooked up on IVs. So I'm like, clearly
that's true. That's true.
Right?
She had an IV.
The story was so stupid. Like
It doesn't add up.
No, it doesn't at all add up.
All right, so I give this hilarious. 2.5.
Oh,
but I am subtracting
2.5.
But I am subtracting 1.5 because Netflix would not allow me to watch this at 1.5 speed.
You just had to be different. You couldn't just say 1.
I was looking for the fast watching mode,
right?
And it was not available for this movie.
What's that? What's
even one off of a technicality from Netflix?
Well,
man? Come
on Netflix, on a lot of movies, you can watch it at like 1.5 speed.
This movie's a 1 all the way.
This one, it would not allow you to do that.
I never do that. I should do that more often with shitty movies now.
Yeah, I usually watch it on 7.5 speed.
When it's playing, when you see the timeline and you bring up, you can see where like it says subtitles and settings.
I want to check it out.
If there is what looks like a clock, you click on that, and that lets you change the playback speed.
That's fun. I did not know that. I feel like such an idiot right now.
So
I really do.
So here's how you watch this movie. You start it, right? And then you fast forward and you go about a hour in and you stop it for a minute and then you fast forward it until the end and you see him take off and you're like, I get it. I would have still killed the kid too.
This guy.
Well, based on 122 critics' reviews on Rotten Tomatoes said that 34% of them were positive.
That's actually better than I thought.
It's better than I would have thought.
You should do a comparison of what movie's worse, 65 or Moonfall.
Oh, Moonfall's worse. Come on.
Or Jurassic Park.
Oh, stop.
Dude.
Moonfall is worse. You're right.
Moonfall was terrible.
It was so dumb.
That's so funny.
But Moonfall also had people of a human race living on the moon the whole time.
That's true.
But this one has people have been around for hundreds of millions.
65 million years.
Maybe this civilization became the people who lived on the moon.
There it is.
Makes sense.
The sense in the world.
Wow.
The secret moon people.
Now it's 4 stars. 4 stars.
4 stars.
All right. Well,
what are we
2. We're through with that movie.
Ugh.
Now we're talking about our favorite dinosaur.
Our favorite dinosaur in any medium. I'll start off. There was a cartoon I grew up watching. It actually came out in 1967 and 1969, but it was syndicated for years after that. And I remember watching a lot of it. It was called the Herculoids. And the Herculoids took place in a prehistoric time, and it was a group of people and their animal friends, their dinosaur-ish animal friends, and they would go around solving things and saving people and stuff like that, and fighting other beings and stuff. And they had 2 Gleep and Gloop, which were 2 more, like kind of blobbish creatures. Then they had a monkey, like an ape, like a gorilla that was made out of stone, and a flying. No, and a flying reptile that shot lasers out of its eyes, and it had
in this movie.
The Herculoids. It was a cartoon. It was a animated series, Hanna-Barbera, and it had a triceratops. It had multiple legs, like 8 legs, but it shot these energy rocks out of its horn, and like a cannon, and they would, explode on contact. And I thought. And its name was
The Herculoids?
Yeah, the Herculoid, but the creature's name was Tundro.
Wow.
And so
Jim was like 6 bowls into tricks right now.
I know. I'm looking this up for reference. This show was out for one season and it came out in 1967.
Wow.
I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Me neither.
I'm looking
and
at
it wasn't like a full half hour. It was kind of part
you have a memory,
of a
dude.
series of cartoons that would appear on this show.
That's a really good memory, dude. One season back in 1967. You remember all that?
Yeah, but
that's awesome.
It's not like it was played in 1967, never played again.
Nope.
It was constantly syndicated.
Okay.
So
you know what was on in 1967? Nothing. So
Tundro,
that's what
a 10-legged, 4-horned rhinoceros triceratops hybrid.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
And
that's your favorite, huh?
All right.
That's my favorite dinosaur.
Actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tundra. He looks like a hand grenade.
All right. Who's next? Jay, you go. Tell us your favorite dinosaur.
Favorite dinosaur when I was a kid, it's got to be Reptar from the cartoon Rugrats.
All right.
Reptar.
Yeah, unless that's Trogdor. That could be Trogdor.
Never saw it.
Uh-oh. Better know your Rugrat fucking...
We're just doing one of these, right? One dinosaur?
Yeah, just one dinosaur.
Never mind. I'll sell my audible mention after everybody.
All right.
Well, tell us why you love this dinosaur so much.
Well, because I grew up watching Rugrats, and they'd always reference. There was multiple episodes with Reptar, their version of Reptar fighting King Kong. There was also an episode where they attend Reptar on Ice, where Reptar finds the love of his life in New York City. He decides not to destroy the city, and he has he sings his love for a human woman. It's fucking ridiculous because I just watched the episode like a couple months ago. But yeah, and then there's a bunch of songs that are referenced now. Some metal bands have songs that reference Reptar from Rugrats. It's pretty cool. So yeah, Reptar from Rugrats all the way.
Can't see that, Rich. Oh
yeah,
that's Reptar.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
All right, Reptar. So Carl.
I was gonna do
Barney.
Quick shot. The quick shot from. There's a quick shot in RoboCop in the 6000 SUX commercial.
Yeah.
Where the dinosaur looks at the camera and his eyes bug out, like he's all excited. But
over the car.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But that's your favorite dinosaur?
No, now I'm gonna in honor of Pee-wee.
Okay.
The dinosaur they climb up into.
In the diner. I was actually thinking about that.
Dinosaur at the diner.
I've actually been to that dinosaur. I mean, it's fake and all, but
everywhere I go, someone has a big butt.
It's in isn't it in Palm Springs somewhere? Like on the way or?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've seen it.
Isn't that same one? Isn't it in The Wizard too? Is that the same one?
It's very possible. I don't know.
All right, Ray.
All right.
My favorite dinosaur, it was from the TV show from the 80s or early 90s called Dinosaurs. And there was a baby dinosaur called Baby Sinclair, and he would like hit people in the head with a frying pan and say, "Not the mama,
not the mama,
not the mama." That's my pick.
What the fuck?
Wow.
It was wasn't it
they're like
Jim Henson?
Yeah, they're like people in suits, you know, they had like animatronic talking, and it was like a TV show like in the early 90s.
Carl, you don't remember that?
Kind of like Home Improvement, but with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
No, I was like hanging out with friends and drinking and stuff in the early 90s. I wasn't watching.
It was like a TV sitcom.
Do you remember the series finale of that? It's so
it's
so dark and it's for kids. Yeah. They're like
they're all
watching
preparing
the
to die. Like they're all like know it's coming, and they're all like hunkered up on the family, and then like it's like nuclear winter.
Yeah. Carl,
I terrible.
I was hanging out and drinking with friends, but I still know what Full House is.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like Full House with dinosaurs. Yeah, that's my favorite. I give an honorable mention too after.
I wasn't, fucking running to the TV on Friday night to watch fucking Urkel, but I know who he was.
Family Matters.
Okay.
Don't forget Banging
Not the
Girls.
mama.
All right. Before Richie goes,
All right.
Show self-view. I need to see myself here. I have written down what I think Richie is going to pick as his favorite dinosaur.
Wow.
And
Okay.
let's see if I'm right. I'm holding it backwards, but I will flip it over when
The answer is revealed.
when the answer's revealed, and I'll tell you whether I'm right or wrong.
Okay, so this I could have went many ways because I like a lot of dinosaurs, believe it or not.
I believe it.
But I gotta say, I gotta go with my my Transformers, me Grimlock.
That's hilarious. Jim got it right. Jim wrote that down prior. He flipped the page around and he got Grimlock of all fucking things.
Grimlock
That's
was the
hilarious.
shit. Never listened. He was like that fucking kid.
That's hilarious. Good job, Jim.
Grimlock, me leader.
Yeah, me leader. Dude, you can't lead anybody. You're an idiot.
That's so funny, dude. You
Fuck.
called that. I'm looking at Grimlock. I remember Grimlock.
So I had three. And Grimlock, of course. Jim,
Yes.
You know.
Head of the Dinobots.
Right. But my other one was Cloverfield.
Definitely not Jurassic Park.
No, fuck that movie.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Grimlock.
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield monster? That's not a dinosaur. That was an alien.
Yeah, it was an alien dinosaur.
No.
Alien.
He was a dinosaur.
You're only bringing him up because you did the you used him.
He was
as a
misunderstood.
That might be true, but he was an alien.
No, he was a dinosaur.
He was an alien.
Alien.
He was not a dinosaur.
Alien dinosaur.
It's
Fail.
clearly in the movie.
That doesn't count.
He drops into the ocean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that does not count.
He was as big as a dinosaur.
So is King Kong, but it doesn't make him a dinosaur.
Yeah,
And then
King
I was gonna
Kong's
go-
as big
Even
as a
bigger.
dinosaur, but he
He's a
was not a
monkey.
dinosaur.
And then I was gonna go Gamera.
Gamera is not
Like-
technically a dinosaur either. He was a big
No.
turtle.
He was a big turtle. Yeah. Dinosaur.
It's a big turtle dinosaur.
I mean, it was Godzilla really a dinosaur? Because he was just
Absolutely.
a nuclear.
But Godzilla wasn't even a dinosaur
What do
either.
you
He was
mean?
a nuclear.
Absolutely.
He was a irradiated iguana.
Yeah,
He was
but
not a dinosaur.
comes from they all come from dinosaurs.
No, they're all nuclear.
Turtles.
Like they're all the results of like nuclear
Cloverfields.
bombs.
It's
They're
all
not
dinosaurs now.
It's all dinosaurs now.
No, he's
What
not a
is it-
dinosaur.
What does Cloverfield talk like?
Yeah. Cloverfield was misunderstood. He was just stoned and hungry.
What's he talk like?
Yeah, man. You're gonna come down and you're just gonna hang out. You keep shooting at me, man.
Richie used to do the Cloverfield monster as
Yeah.
a character.
I haven't heard that in a
Yeah,
long time.
Jim Brewer does the voice of the Cloverfield monster.
Yes.
So
You paying attention? No.
Yeah, man.
So, Carl, you said you had honorable mentions. What were?
No, Jay did.
Oh,
Oh, Jay had honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Honorable mention
I get
was
two. I'm good.
this movie came out about 5 or 6 years ago. It's a short movie called Kung Fury, and there is a Triceratop cop named Triceracop who is a sidekick. So
Very
yeah.
nice.
Wasn't there supposed to be a sequel to that movie? I heard they shot it like a few years ago, but they never released it. But like
I don't
Arnold,
know. That was a good choice, though.
yeah, Arnold's in the sequel. I heard, and that movie is so good. It's on Netflix if anyone hasn't seen it, but it's like 25 minutes long. It's a hilarious
Great.
kung fu movie.
Hilarious.
He gets his powers by getting bit by a cobra and also getting simultaneously struck by lightning, which gave him his power.
I'm kind of
Triceracop.
Triceracop is his buddy cop that gives him. Yeah, it's a sidekick, Triceracop.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's so good.
I had some honorable mentions too. One that I just saw recently in the video game How High, because they have real movies playing in the background of the movie or of the video game. And one of them is called Tammy and the T-Rex. It's a 1994 comedy starring Paul Walker
Oh my gosh, I've seen
And-
this movie.
Yeah, and freaking Denise Richards.
Yeah.
It's like one of their first movies ever. And the whole
Real?
movie is terrible. Yeah, it centers a high school student named Tammy, whose boyfriend, Michael, which is Paul Walker, has his brain implanted in the body of a robotic Tyrannosaurus Rex by a mad scientist.
I remember that.
I've seen it.
Now that
So
you mentioned
bad.
the plot. Oh man. I remember that.
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Better plot point than 65.
Yeah, it was unique, at least this one.
It was much more believable.
All right, that's it. That's
Good job.
Destroy All Movies.
Which can be
Episode
found at
blah, blah, blah.
damshow.co, DAMSHOW.co.
Damshow.co.
Email address.
Destroymail@gmail.com. Once again, that's destroymail@gmail.com. Logan, nice shout out.
Yes.
Carl's not drunk. He's just high.
Yes. It was just sedated.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's it. This is Destroy All Movies. I'm Richie.
I'm Jim.
Well,
Jason.
Good night, damnation.